WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. So, right here we see that the corroded queen has managed to completely inoculate all of these, and they are now complete corroded princesses. So what we can do is take out 2 more princesses and add them to the mix so that we can get some more corroded stuff in the future. Now, we can probably keep these corroded queens as they are right now and probably just finish them off, so to speak. So we'll take that and have those going and put these in the spare apiaries so that they can completely die off. That won't be too bad considering that there are 2 apiaries for here, but let's move onward. So we are a bit low on power. I noticed that when trying to get my synthesizer to work, and it ran out of power pretty quickly. So we are going to need to make another boiler eventually. Now I am currently taking modest princesses and turning them into high fertility princesses, and what we're going to do is mutate them with cultivated drones. Now what we're going to want to do is mutate them, but we're going to do it in the nether. So we'll probably make a quick jaunt, or rather not so quick of a jaunt, to the nether and at least set these up. I'm thinking we're going to take and those disappeared. We're probably going to take the one thing over there, chunk loader, yes, chunk loader, and I guess we're going to only work with 1 modest princess for now. So the reason we're going to breed these in the nether is so that we can open ourselves to the Sinister line, and then once we get a demonic, I think it's demonic, I'm going to go for every B at any rate. Once I get to that point, I'll be able to just go BAM! We're going into our Thaumonomicon stuff. So, let's go into here and find out a good location to set our bees. I'm thinking we'll go to our nether hub over here, and it might be a good idea to recharge our jetpack, but in the meantime we'll just put that there. And well, we don't really need to see the sky, so probably any which area will be good. So actually this seems like a perfect place. So a few apiaries here, and here. And they seem to be attacking me. This is not going to be so friendly, apparently. Not so family friendly. So let's see. So let's see if we can do this relatively safely. This is a hellish and arid area, so our modest should be okay with it. Hopefully. If not, we're going to need to get our alveary on. And let's hope this works. Okay, so it's going. Now the thing that we're going to probably need is to get its good flower. Hello. Ready for a swift death? Apparently not. So let's get out of here. We're going to need to get our chunk loader as well as get a few more materials to get our... in fact, what we should probably do is gather some more resources and improve our Enderman farm slightly. We're going to need to get a bunch of our pistons, so that won't be too bad. And do we have anything here? Only a few silicon chips, and we are definitely out of redstone in this compartment. So, Ender Pearl. Is this all we need Ender Pearl-wise? Probably not. It'll last for a good 12 hours of gameplay, so heck, why not? So let's gather our chunk loader, and we're also going to need to grab a cactus. This will make... Is modest cactus lovin'? It is cactus lovin'. I guess we could probably check the flower for that, but that isn't as fun as it could be. So let's get this chunk loader. We're only going to need a small area in the nether, so it doesn't matter how much of an area it is, and it's just going to require some ender pearls. This is not where I go for cactus. Oh, I got some cacti here, and I got some sand, so let me collect that quickly. Here we are. Here we are. Let's go and get everything going. So, let's see. Cactus will probably put you here. Actually, here would probably be the best location. So just a bit of wood and get this out of the way. And cactus, go! So we should finally get the correct flower, unless this is actually supposed to have flowers, which is a possibility. In the meantime, let's get our world anchor here. This should be all we need, and I'm going to assume that this is working right now. We can leave it be for a bit. Now, unfortunately, my lapis bee seems to have regressed. It has gone back to resilient. At least the princess went back to pure resilient. So I'm not too happy about that, but pretty much that's life, and I'm going to have to, well, learn to deal with it. Deal. Okay, so, these would also be good to put onto my bees when I am getting it. So let's see how our lapis bee is. I thought I heard an explosion for a second. It's like, oh no, not the face. Please, anything but the face. I have fun here. So, what type of cultivated do we have right now? We should have more cultivated than this, but apparently that is not the case. So let's get rid of this, and maybe we can bring a flower along with us as a sign of offering. As a sign of offering? What the heck are you on? And also a bit of dirt, because, you know, that's cool too. And I'd like to bring a few more frames over, so what I'm going to do is deposit the quote-unquote useless stuff. I guess, what am I gonna do with this chestnut wood? Probably nothing. So that's good. We'll get 3 more frames, and then probably place this stuff as the extra flowers. So rather our 3 remaining frames, because, well, we're kind of dirt poor. So let's go over and get this set up. Okay. This is continuing, so cactus does seem like it's correct. But just in case, I am going to put the flower here as well, just in case we have something else that is going to need it. And doesn't seem like the flower wants to be placed on the dirt. Hello? Is this too dirty for you? Here, I'll move this. And the flower doesn't like that. Okay, obviously, because we don't have the appropriate light level, rather. Get a light. There we go. That's much better. And this is going. So let's throw one of these in. We can't really do much in this regard, but let's throw some soul frames into here, and then we should be good. Now, another thing I was going to do is actually improve the Enderman farm. That should be simple. All we need to do is add a few more levels. So to do that, we're going to need to gather, well, we got all the wood we need, so we just need some redstone to make the torches, and also our electric jetpack is going to need a bit of charging. So thankfully we have a ready-made charger up here. It's not really connected to anything except for the power here. So what I think I'm going to do is remove these, remove that, and remove this. Swap this location, or rather put it somewhere else. Let's break that. Ah, no. I did not want you there. For some reason, I think that'd be a bad location. Having only 8 EU Protect is all we're probably going to need, and we're going to place this here temporarily to get the remaining power needs. So all of this energy will go into here instead, and thus we'll have the 64 EU Protect that we are going to require. Now, another thing we're going to need to do to continue our Enderman farm are the simple redstone torches, and then we can set up our Enderman thing to just go by itself. You know what I mean. We are running remarkably low on redstone right now. Only 1 left in that buffer area, so probably leave this at a few stacks. Yeah. Let's put 3 stacks of torches in there, and we're also going to need many more pistons than this, though I don't think it's actually creating any more right now. Let's actually check. Let's just ninja over there. 26 pistons, I can live with that. So 26 pistons there, that's all it can muster. And we got some more cobblestone that we're going to need to add to our system for the general walls. We probably need to expand the architect table sooner rather than later so that we can have it much more huge, I guess. Let's see. Making sure I don't look at any Endermen. We can continue where we left off by just going up here and throwing the junk in, like so. So that's all the cobblestone. Here's the pistons. And we just need to make the torches for our redstone torches. So probably this is all that's required. Let's get that out of the way and set you on. So it should restart very soon once it realizes what the heck it's looking for. What are you looking for? I have no clue. Something. Redstone torches most likely. Or it's gonna continue after. Let's bump up the output so that it gathers the stuff. We got pressure plates, we got that, we got pistons, we got redstone torches, so it should have already completed the next layer. Unless it's just being absolutely retarded right now and not continuing upwards, which is a possibility. Or we need to remove torches because it's being retarded. That was close. I felt like I was lagging out there. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no clue why it's not continuing. Break? You must be receiving energy. Or is this a dummy plan now? Let's put that in. See if it realizes what the heck it's doing. Then it should continue. If not, then it's just retarded, and we probably are going to need to do this manually. Which is probably the case. Now that I think of it, it has been a while since we last turned this on, so it might have forgotten what it's supposed to do. Let's just look. No, it doesn't look like anything actually is happening here, so I guess we're going to have to leave it as is for now. Just dump this redstone in just for later. Enabled low. It's enabled low. Well, whatever. Let's just have that drain of energy because there's no other use we can do for it. And we're going to need to grab some of you. And probably you. Oops. And some of these are spawning unnaturally, or rather they are natural, and that is a problem. And that is a lot of Endermen. So let's get away from this and check how our bees are actually doing. Hopefully, well, we have 5 ender pearls. Ooh, we can probably do some more enchanting. That's good. What are we going to enchant? I have no clue. Can we enchant the Minotaur's axe? That is not too likely. Anyways, we should see how our tarnished bees are doing. We might need to upgrade them slightly because I am not too happy with how they're doing. Let's see. In here. Haha! Yes! Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3. Fortune 3 on an axe. What the heck is... I guess if I do this on leaves, I get more? Though if it's on logs, that would be stupid. I have no clue, actually. It must be for the leaves. Though this isn't actually a tool you use on leaves. You kind of leave them alone to their own devices. Ha! Okay, let's get another one of these cultivated bees and bring them along to the nether. Let's check our lapis first, because that's our next order on the agenda. We didn't actually check this. Shame on me. Shame! At least we got one bee to continue the line, which is this one, which is still just lapis and resilient, but hopefully still resilient. Resilient lapis. Resilient lapis. You're saying that every single bee had lapis in it, except you. Dagnabbit, come on, that's just not fair. Do we have all the high fertility still? I should hope so. Yes, we do, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So let's put that back in and probably dump these bees, since, actually, this would be a good instance for why we do that and get rid of all of these. I guess we could use this water, but I don't care. And maximum fertility, flower pollination, and leave that, and all of those. Hopefully we get the lapis bee from that. If not, we're going to have to learn how to do something else. Anyways, let's move onwards. Okay, throwing these in so that we can continue. And Sinister, and purebred Sinister? What? Sinister, normal, slower, and they're aggressive. That I'm not too happy about. But a hellish climate temperature tolerance, and it got perfect right away. What? And this too? Can I call BS on this, or those frames are just so dag-nabbit good that the dag-nabbit good? I have no clue. Anyway, so what type of flowers do these require? Nether. They probably require nether wart. So that's something I'm going to have to get. And also, the temperature tolerance is hellish with a tolerance of 2 lower. So this Sinister bee can tolerate 2 lower. Now, I believe the next thing I'm going to need to do is breed these with cultivated. Everything seems to revolve around cultivated, and hopefully get a better bee. Now, I think I'm going to keep 1 Sinister branch. I'm not sure what those are going to give, but I might as well breed these, seeing as, this I'm going to want to put in here. Why did I do that? Oh, why did I take those frames out? I have no clue. Now, it might get a little messy when I do that, so let's move these apiaries over here, maybe. Glowstone, there we go. Why do I have glowstone with me? I have no clue. I could just use torches, but I guess I'm too cool for that. 1 here. 1 here. Bye-bye. And 1 here. We can probably tidy this place up later by putting the apiaries over here, unless I want to get apiaries clothes, which I don't think I want to do. So let's bite the bullet, put this here and this here. And we're going to have to just go far away from them. Not worry about the apiary. Did I get hit by that? Yes, I did. Okay, that is very damagey. Very, very, very damagey. I think I'm going to turn this on. And was there actually any ore in the nether? Yes, there is. So, those are very damagey. You're going over here, buddy. You're going to the timeout chair. I don't appreciate people who manage to attack me when I am not doing anything wrong. So, I'm going to put you there. Now, another thing we're going to need to do is put the effect cancellation on these. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Put the effect cancellation on this set of bees. Those, so that we don't have all of these sinister bees attacking us. To do that, we're going to need to purify some serum for the effect cancellation. Now, I should have some effect cancellation right now, but I don't think there's going to be too much. We shouldn't have too much effect cancellation serum at all, really. So let's check what we have. So long, fast, productivity. We got, let's have something good. Brazen, galvanizing, resolute. You have beatific. We can probably put the beatific effect if we don't have effect cancellation. I don't want a beatific. I know it's a good one, but I don't want it to continually go on and on and on, because frankly, it is a little annoying to always repeatedly get healed. I suppose I could put beatific on 1 bee and have Sinister do the rest pretty much. But let's see. Do we have anything nice here? Slowest, slowest, slowest. Wow. How many slowest is that? That is 4 slowest productivity. That is not very good. Maximum fertility is something that we should probably put on one of these bees, but let me just Google something quick and see what our next bee species is going to need to be crossed with. So it appears cultivated is our next bee strain that we will require. So we need to get that going. So one of the cultivated bees over here, and I'm thinking we'll take 2 of the Sinister's drones, but what would probably be a good idea would be to get both of these at high fertility. So pretty much use the remaining of the serum and get this effect cancellation to as high as possible. We're unfortunately going to need to take a huge draw of energy to purify it, but it should be a worthwhile process, really. But in the meantime, at least we can wait for all of these bees to get stuff, well, going. And we are going to need some more honey. So one thing I think I'm going to invest in right now is go get a frame housing for the alveoli that I have right now. So it's going to require golden electron tubes, which is not too bad, just some gold and redstone, which, redstone, we're kind of lacking that, imagine that. So gold and redstone as well as glass. I think we have all those quantities currently in our inventory, so let's quickly take a look at here. Redstone at least. Let's go with that amount and that amount. We don't have, let's just go for pure unadulterated sand. That will probably be a lot more efficient than going for everything else. Sand, where is sand? I don't know, where is sand? Yay, I have no clue. Okay, let me get that stuff set up. So, because this thermionic fabricator actually requires such a constant pull, 2 BC unit whatever per tick, but whatever, let's move it over here so that it's rather constant. So, it'll draw constant energy, but we do have energy. So, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be the recipe required for the golden electron tubes. And I doubt it actually needs copper ingots, though I could be... Nope, it doesn't. It's just retarded. So there we go, and we're going to need an alveoli block and 3 pieces of iron. So let's say we take this, and the bees are still saved in its... I think it's the center area, if I'm not mistaken, or it's the middle one. Ooh, these are done as well. And we can probably take 3 iron from here, and that'll be good. Let's see how our thermionic fabricator is shaping up. It seems that we're good. Let's just grab a whole bunch of these, and then that is all we're going to need. So we'll keep that running so it's nice and warmed up. We can do it at any time. So here we go. I haven't actually made one of these frame housings, but from what I understand, it allows one to put frames automatically into the alveoli and also make it speed up. So there we go. Frame housing, it looks like it can only contain 1 frame, which is a little unfortunate, though it should speed the alveoli up dramatically. So such as the magic frames, resilient frames, gentle frames. This is going to be very fun as soon as I figure out what all those frames are going to do. Chocolate frames! Chocolate frames! Da, 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 da. I don't know. So, let's see. Let's see how these bees are going. Still flying, not too good. Doesn't look like this is purebred, so I'm gonna turn this off, like completely. There we go, completely off, so that nothing is working. So we need to get this tarnished bee so that it's purebred. There's no point dancing around the issue. Dancy. Anyways, I think I'm gonna work on the Sinister bee, make sure that it's, well, not as sinister. Then I think we can move on to, well, more fun things. Okay, so it seems that it's finally starting to work. I'm getting an effect cancelled bee. They're currently getting inoculated right now, the Sinister ones, and I will use them as my purebred ones. So I won't quite start with all that mumbo jumbo right now, but we'll take this Sinister and this Cultivated and breed them together. The reason I'm not worrying too much about which, like the hostility of these bees quite yet is because, well, when it does, okay, let's get away from those. When it does finally finish at, you know, okay, let's try again. When a bee mutates into another type of bee, it doesn't actually care what the previous genomes were. It's just going to say, oh yeah, I am a lapis bee, for instance, and normally when I am a lapis bee, I have a fertility of 1. Therefore, even though you have a fertility of 4, I am going to go fertility 1. Pretty much in a sense. Speaking of which, these tarnations are not being very good in the fact that they are not quite high quality enough for me. They're almost fully bred, but almost fully is not the same as fully purebred. So let's see if we can actually get these working. This nocturnal seems good. This I don't think I'm gonna have. This non-nocturnal, this one I'm not gonna go. This one I might as well not go, I guess. And this one, let's go this one and get those rocking again, and we'll just tarnish da-da, da-da, and you're still going. Let's see, where is our world anchor in relation to everything else? So this is at 1, so it's in a completely different, as if you're so, that's so close yet so far, So I'm gonna need to move you 2 tiles to the left to make sure that the chunk that you're in actually makes it in. Because, yikes, okay, I'm getting out there. But no, we're not getting out there. We gotta get the simmering combs. Oh, that is painful. We must have to have some sort of net there eventually. So we got some fiendish drones already. So they're the next step up. If we check, wow, we're getting really lucky with this. So long life, normal, of course they're aggressive, and hellish arid, they're nocturnal, as well as this. And it seems that there's sulfur with the possibility of these simmering combs. Let's check what these simmering combs do. We are able to get an apiarist thing and refractory wax and phosphor. Phosphor can be used, I believe, in the production of lava. Yes, with sand we can make lava. Not sure how much energy it is, but I'm thinking this is actually giving me a few ideas. I'm thinking of setting perhaps an automatic way to make some lava. Yes, so be able to make some lava at will. That will be quite interesting endeavor. We might be able to do that. So perhaps get a bunch of alvearies in here, or alvearies over, no, rather apiaries in the other way. No, they have to be alvearies, so that we are able to get everything with frame housings as well. I'm currently working on getting the alvearies. So what I'm thinking what we'll do next episode, once we get all this Sinister concoctions correctified. This Sinister is good. Let's see, maximum fertility. Once I get everything rectified and understandabilized, I have no clue. Once I get everything worked out, we'll probably be able to get some things, well, a bit more techy. For instance, maybe automate a way to get the alveary scented panelings and thus make it a lot easier to work with, because currently getting all the oak and pollen and royal jelly is a pain in the butt if I don't manually add it in, could be a bit annoying. So probably have a much more sophisticated sorting system in here to work out all of that. Now, I'm not sure how long that'll take to concoct. It won't require any coding, pretty much just analog circuitry, so it shouldn't take too long. What I think I'm going to do is just throw this simmering combs in here and get that going, and hopefully we'll be able to get to the demonic line sometime later. And what we'll do with this lava is maybe instead of all this costly EU conversion, we'll probably make a not so costly way to generate the EU, thus speed up our matter fabrication and go into the more techy side of industrial craft, or Greg Tech. Let's see what happens. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.